The moment someone raises their voice, steps closer, or sharpens their tone, something ancient activates inside you. Your chest tightens. Your thoughts speed up. Your identity feels under threat. And suddenly, you're not responding. You're defending. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Intimidation doesn't overpower you. It reprograms you for just long enough to take control. Think about the last time someone pushed you. A boss, a parent, a partner, a stranger. They leaned in. Their voice hardened. Their presence filled the space. And inside, you shrank. You talked too fast, explained too much, tried to justify your existence in real time. Later, you replayed the moment and thought, why didn't I stay calm? Why didn't I say that one sentence? But in that moment, you weren't weak. You were hijacked. Intimidation works by triggering your nervous system before your logic wakes up. It activates threat circuitry designed for survival, not clarity. Your brain reads dominance as danger, and danger demands speed. So you rush, you react, you surrender psychological ground just to escape discomfort. That's the trap. Because intimidation doesn't want your obedience, it wants your emotional movement. The second you flinch, rush, or explain, the power shifts. So here's the real question. If intimidation feeds on reaction, what happens when nothing moves? Every intimidation attempt depends on tempo, speed, pressure, escalation. When you remove speed, the entire structure collapses. Stillness isn't passive, it's disruptive. Silence, unrushed posture, calm breathing. These are not weaknesses, they are psychological interference patterns. They break the rhythm intimidation relies on. When you slow your body, your mind regains authority. And when your mind regains authority, intimidation loses access. But here's the hidden danger most people never see. The longer you stay reactive, the more your identity rewires around defensiveness. You begin living braced, anticipating pressure, expecting conflict. And slowly, you shrink your world to avoid discomfort. That's the real cost. Not losing arguments, losing self-command. At first, intimidation changes how you respond. Then, it changes how you see yourself. You start believing you're fragile, that you can't hold your ground, that confrontation equals danger. Eventually, it shapes your life decisions. Where you go, what you tolerate, what you never attempt. Not because you lack strength, but because your nervous system learned to avoid pressure. That's how intimidation steals futures quietly. Here's the pivot. Instead of asking, how do I respond? Ask, how do I remain centered while pressure exists? This single shift rewires everything. Your goal is not dominance, it's unshakability. When pressure arrives, you slow, you breathe, you let silence stretch. That gap forces their emotional energy to collapse inward. Now they feel exposed. Now they start checking themselves. Now they lose certainty. Stillness turns their force back on itself. And once you understand this, intimidation stops feeling threatening and starts feeling predictable. The next time pressure hits, do one thing. Lower your internal tempo by 30%. Not your words, not your logic. your pace. Slow breath, still posture, minimal movement. That single adjustment tells your nervous system, I am not in danger. And once your body believes that, your mind takes control again. Intimidation only survives in rushed minds. When you slow, it has nowhere to land, no rhythm to ride, no emotion to hijack, no identity to invade. Calm doesn't just protect you, it exposes the other person's instability. Their urgency becomes visible. Their force looks unnecessary. Their dominance reveals desperation. And suddenly, without raising your voice, without attacking, without proving anything, you hold the psychological frame. But here's the deeper layer most people miss. If intimidation collapses when you slow, what else in your life only exists because you're rushing?